Buying a home should make financial sense and be the perfect home for your needs. But are those the only deciding factors? What if I told you that a huge deciding factor is based on something that has nothing to do with rational or emotional factors, but is based on completely arbitrary signs from another realm? All too often, buyers make home purchasing decisions purely based on superstitions. I've met my cut of buyers from around the world, and they often make their final decision on a home based on these signs. So, get your Ouija board out because we're going to break down common superstitions that buyers use when choosing a home. When I grew up in Hong Kong, I was surprised at how superstitions played out on how people live their lives in homes, and the lengths to which builders would design a new project to cater to these very superstitions. These types of practices found in Hong Kong and many parts of China and the Far East is called feng shui. I actually believe in many of the ideas surrounding feng shui as they make common sense. For those that don't know, the art of feng shui is the practice of arranging objects and spaces to create a positive environment and enhance good fortune. Therefore, homes with bad feng shui should be avoided at all costs. Another good luck sign I often saw in Hong Kong and with the many buyers I meet here in New York City is the number 8 on your property. The number 8 means good luck in Chinese, and in fact in Cantonese, the number 8 can also mean prosperity and wealth. This makes homes associated with this number highly desirable. For instance, if your home's address has the number 8 on it, such as 8 Center Street, or it was on the 8th floor, or it had unit number 8, it could be very lucky. When growing up in Hong Kong, my father purposely got an office space on the 8th floor and the unit number was 808. He was often praised for being very blessed and to be so lucky. And if you put 2 8s together, it means double happiness. However, in China, the opposite is true for the number 4, which is considered a bad omen. The number 4 in many Chinese dialects can mean death. So you will start to notice that in some buildings in New York City, they do not have the 4th floor anymore. And the Chinese aren't the only ones with superstitions based on numerology. We in America avoid the 13th floor. Have you ever been in an elevator and realized there isn't a 13th floor? Where did it go? Did it just disappear out of thin air? Or is it a secret floor that only the wicked know? The truth is, the fear of the number 13 is real. It's so real that developers would rather skip over it than have an empty floor which people don't want to buy into. Good feng shui goes even further. It can dictate how a home should be designed and how furniture should be placed. For instance, a staircase or a bathroom in the center of a home is a major red flag. This goes for building designs too. Once back in Hong Kong, I passed by a building that looked as if the center was punched out. They told me that it was because when a dragon flies down the mountain, the building shouldn't block its path to the water. So they carved out the center. Yeah, true story. If you're interested in finding a home with good feng shui, reach out to my team, Undivided. We know a thing or two about good energy and flow in a home. And if you are enjoying this video, please hit the subscribe button to get more interesting videos just like this. Many people from the Indian subcontinent also have a similar concept called Vastu. In Vastu, you will want to avoid a home whose entrance faces a certain direction. According to Vastu, the ideal home should have the front door facing east and the back door facing west, because that's the direction the sun rises and sets. The next best option is a door facing north, then west. But a door facing south is a big no-no. In America, ghosts and haunted houses are a major concern for many homebuyers. I am surprised, even till today, how often I hear from grown-up, full-size adults and their fear of ghosts in a house. Their home may be perfectly fine, but no one wants to live in a house if someone has passed away inside, right? Let's not even talk about haunted houses. Did you know that New Jersey has something called a paranormal activity disclosure? That means that a seller is required to tell a buyer about any hauntings or ghostly activity if a buyer asks. So, What can you do to overcome these superstitions before buying into a new place? Perhaps sprinkle some voodoo magic, sorcery, or maybe do a seance? You may actually have some options. Developers in the Far East design their buildings with the principles of feng shui in mind. You can personally hire a feng shui specialist to bless your home. Many cultures have spiritual leaders who can come in and provide a blessing or ritual to ward off the bad juju. If you're considering buying a new place or having a tough time selling your place and you get the heebie-jeebies, or the energy just doesn't sit right, considering hiring a specialist to bless your home. In many cultures, spiritual leaders can come in and say a blessing or perform a ritual to ward off the bad omens. If you think I'm crazy, I'm dead serious. My parents did it in their old place too. It's really real. Were there any other superstitions or rituals I may have missed when it comes to a home? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.